Hey guys, welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Matt.
And I'm Brian, and today we got another top 5 for you guys. We love doing these top 5s. Get out here in the greenhouse and show you what we got going on.
This is a unique one, guys. It's a little preview into some upcoming tenant tins. You guys love those tenant tins. This is top 5 upcoming trees at MrMaple.com. Let's go, let's get into it. We got 5 killer looking plants that you'll see on MrMaple.com very soon.
Number 5!
5!
Kurenai jishi, Acer palmatum, Kurenai jishi.
Guys, this one's the red line. You saw us do breakdowns on this one. We've shown you specimens, and we're bringing back some XL 1 gallons. These are phenomenal looking trees. I'm a huge fan of what this one does in the landscape. You're gonna love this one. It pairs excellently with shishigashira. Go check out our Lines family breakdown. We show some mature Kurenai jishi paired against some shishigashiras, and I think it's one of the best pairings in the whole Japanese maple world.
I love this plant. It's kind of like, for me, it's like the holy grail. Absolutely amazing. That color on it is really underrated. I mean, you know, you look at different color spectrums, and Kurenai jishi gets you into some crazy maroons and pinks and reds. Then you get these like green emerald tones underneath with that hot pink coming over top. It just looks crazy, man.
Oh, it is phenomenal. And this is a great tree for the container garden. You could put this one in a big pot. Excellent for bonsai. You know, we don't consider it in that Makawa family. I guess we consider it in the Shishigashira family, but it certainly fits that Makawa garden. I think no Makawa Yatsubusa garden is complete without a Kurenai jishi.
Yeah, definitely, man. This is going to be a great dwarf for your garden. Going to give you a nice compact shape out there. It's not going to overfill a space if you got a small spot. Give it some sun to pick up that red color. It's a really nice plant.
We're bringing it back in that XL 1 gallon size. 4! All right, number 4. This may be your number 1. I know the Brian list, this one's pretty high.
It kind of breaks my heart to rank it in number 4, but we're not really doing rankings here. We're doing just top 5 plants in this greenhouse today. We got Acer shirasawanum Moonrise.
Guys, Moonrise is phenomenal. You've heard us talk about it a lot here on this channel. We have some great looking 1 gallons coming back to Mr. Maple. Putting it in at number 4 on our returning trees to Mr. Maple list. I think this one is phenomenal. You guys, you've heard us talk about Moonrise. It's, I've called it the Ric Flair of Japanese maples. It's got all that pizzazz. It brings all that showtime.
Man.
It has the heat. It really is one of the flashiest Japanese maples you'll ever see.
I think every garden needs a Moonrise. I mean, when I planted my garden in Oklahoma, I made it my centerpiece. Every other maple that I planted was based on that maple being right there and the contrast against it. And it does its own contrasting, right? I mean, this thing gets lime green colors with these bright pink fuchsias over top of that. It's always putting on a show. I love its shape. I love the leaf texture, everything, that big full moon leaf on it. It's just absolutely stunning out in the garden. It draws your eye out there. No matter where you put it in your garden, that Moonrise is going to be showing out.
Is it the unbeatable Acer shirasawanum? It might be the very number 1. Like, if I were picking all of my full moon maples, that might be the pinnacle. I mean,
definitely.
You know, I've told Carl that several times. It's hard to beat Moonrise. Very popular for so many reasons. I know it was very close to winning the Chelsea Flower Show a couple years ago as like one of the top plants in the world. Definitely check out Moonrise. It's one coming back to Mr. Maple in some great 1 gallon sizes. And we couldn't do a top 5 list without sticking Moonrise on it.
Absolutely.
We've had them recently, so that probably put it a little lower down the rankings.
Yeah.
But man, it's coming back in numbers, and a phenomenal plant, Acer shirasawanum Moonrise.
Yeah, stay tuned for that one coming back, guys.
3! All right, guys, number 3, Osakazuki.
Osakazuki, man, this thing is so beautiful. I mean, I had one in my garden in Oklahoma, and that thing was just like the most beautiful presence out there. I love its spring color. I think sometimes the first thing we talk about is fall color, but that spring color, man, it's got like this nice soft pink with that green undertone to it. Beautiful red samaras on top of that. I absolutely love the way this thing looks. And then its fall color, Matt.
Sock it to me.
Yeah.
I mean, whoa. Fall color on this is probably one of the most popular Japanese maples out there. I mean, it's literally legendary. The fall color on Osakazuki is phenomenal. It's one of the brightest fire engine reds of anything you'll see in the Acer world. It rivals really anything for fall color that's out there. and it's probably the quintessential red fall color Japanese maple.
I mean, think about the brightest cherry red you can think about, and then plug it in, dude, because that thing just lights up out in the garden, makes everything else just stand out even more too because of that bright contrast in color.
I think I'm clever. So when I was in Japan, I was like, we're in Osaka. This has got to have something to do with Osakazuki. I mean, it's in the first part of the name. So basically, Osakazuki is a specific cup in Japanese culture that is known for being phenomenally bright red.
Yeah.
So if you knew this piece in Japanese culture, it would make sense to you that instantly that color that you see on this cup has that Osakazuki fire engine red, that fired up brightest red you can really get to kind of color. Guys, if you hadn't already, go check out our specimen video. It's one of our most popular videos here on Mr. Maple.
Yeah.
We're at Dr. Kritikos' garden, and we show you a phenomenal specimen of Osakazuki in premium fall color. You'll see what all the fuss is about, and I think it's one that if you're a maple collector, you got to be adding Osakazuki to your collection. Big size 1 gallon's coming back soon, so stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
You can always sign up to be getting notified via email when things restock, but no secret here, guys, it's on those 10 at 10s. 2. All right, this next one we got a few people waiting on.
Oh,
We're
man.
up to number 2.
We're up to number 2. I know you guys are going to love this one. Everybody goes crazy for those batwing maples out there. What do we got today, Matt?
Acer pictum Naguri nishiki. Now, this one is one of the widest forms of the bat leaf maple. It has some of the most interesting white form foliage of any Japanese maple.
Yeah.
And I would say some of the most consistent. Like I love Ukigumo, but I think this one tends to be even more consistent.
Takes it to that next level. I mean, this is going to give you a nice medium-sized tree too as well. I absolutely love the texture that batwing style leaf gives out there in the garden. It compared to all your other plants, it's going to give you something really different. Great variegation, like you said, just really consistent, super white, really a photographer's dream, man. You want to get out there and take pictures of this. Something if somebody comes to visit your garden, you're like, man, come check this plant out.
Think of a batwing maple with sand dusting style variegation. So you're getting those splotches of green over top of that white. And like I said, it has been extremely consistent. Now, typically in some of the highest areas for heat, you're going to want to give this one some late day shade. I'm in zone 6B. I have about 7 of these in full sun, and they've shown very little to no leaf burn for me.
Yeah.
Now, I think if you're in zone 8, you're definitely going to want to give this one some protection from the hot afternoon sun for its best colors. But it has been exceptionally durable, and this one works zones 5 through 9 with a medium growth rate around 8 to 10 foot in 15 years. So not a giant pictum.
Right.
Now, these are grafted to truncatum, so they will get out there.
Yeah, definitely. And the fall color on this thing is absolutely beautiful, man. You get these yellow and orange tones out there. Going to contrast so well against like a red. Pair this up with like a blood good or something like that, fire glow. I mean, it's going to be
hyped.
Nuts.
I'm getting hyped. I hope y'all are excited. These are just a few things coming to Mr. Maple. This one will be coming back very soon.
Uno!
All right, number 1 returning soon. What could it be? You want to do the honors, Brian?
Man, I'd love to introduce this plant because I absolutely love this style of plant. It's one of those beautiful Makawa types. We got Acer palmatum lily pad.
Whew, this one is exceptional, guys. I love lily pad. This is a variegated Makawa. And not only is it cool because of that alone's pretty cool, but where it actually gets the name is that low width to it. So you're going to get a short, dense, spreading Makawa type. Looks like a little lily pad because it gets a little short and wide. And some interesting lime green to yellow variegation over top of that green you're familiar with Makawa.
Yeah.
Underrated fall colors too.
Yeah, man, this thing is really cool. Every leaf looks a little bit different too. The way that variegation displays on that, this is definitely one that you want to add to your collection, especially if you're collecting the Makawa types. I mean, it really stands out from the rest. Like you said, that growth habit, giving you that low, like flat. Even the arms kind of reach out and give you these little pads. Lily pads as it grows. It's a really cool plant.
Oh, this one is so funky. I actually did a short on our Maple Mafia channel. So go check out the Maple Mafia channel. And I had James Brown Ain't It Funky playing in the background because it is funky. This thing, and it just gets wide. I love looking at a mature one because that width just flattens out and it just makes a little plateau. Phenomenal plant to be growing. I know it's super highly anticipated too. This is one, it does tend to sell out. You'll see here in this B-roll, we got some good numbers and some things. So there's some things coming back you're going to be very excited about because we always are trying to make it easier and easier to get things here on Mr. Maple.
Definitely. So if you're looking through this top 5 and you're like, man, this one may not be in stock yet, sign up to be notified when that comes back in stock because these will be coming very soon here to MrMaple.com.
Guys, thanks so much for watching.
Take care.
God bless.
Have a great day.